Hey, I wanted to add to my written post today on Facebook. FYI, this is Kelly Poulos, and this is Kelly Talks Vlog #1. Not for any particular reason, just because I enjoy communicating and talking about these things. So I thought I'd add to it a little bit because it's kind of punchy when you say it's always a blessing to be doing what you love, but sometimes we have to find a reason to love what we are doing. So I want to talk some more about that. Those of you that have been coached by me will find this repetitive, but also those of you that have been coached by me or read the book by Emily Lou and myself, Secrets to Winning, know we are passionate believers in repetition and practice, day in, day out, week in, week out. The thing about commitment is that it starts, of course, at the intellectual level. You think about something, you commit to something, and over time, the initial emotional connection that you had to that commitment wanes. It wanes not for any particular reasons. It wanes for a myriad of external forces, as well as the way in which we personally relate to it when we come up against it out there doing it. So what I always say is there's a big difference between an intellectual commitment to something and an emotional commitment to something. And the source of power, I believe, and I have a lot of evidence to support this over the last 45 years, is the passion, the emotion, the connection to what it is we're up to. I can't tell you how many people I've coached that didn't know how to do something, but they got it done, and how many people I've coached who were actually experts, and they didn't get it done because they weren't driving from that power, that personal power that comes when you really care about something. The funny example I like to use is I've been married for way longer than I can remember. It's at least 44 years, maybe 45. And of course, we started out saying, till death do us part. It was illegal, and the language was there, and of course, the passion was there. Now, 45 years later, I'm here to tell you that both he and I look over there sometimes and go, seriously, who are you and how did this happen? So we're still intellectually committed to the marriage, but we're not emotionally connected to each other and why it matters to us. The good news is commitment is a renewable resource, and you and I can renew that resource, but it is a practice, and it is an intentional if it is to be ongoing and sustainable. So I end today's blog by saying a couple of things. One, remember, commitment is a renewable resource. Two, commitment is a choice. And three, connecting with why it really matters to you is where all the power and all the energy is. So have a great day or a great week. And Emily Lou, if you're watching, I'd love to hear you weigh in on this as my co-author. Bye-bye.